If you've got the knowledge of how to live here, this environment is one of the last remaining Gardens of Eden on Earth.
Visible from space, the Great Rift Valley extends from Mozambique through East Africa into Turkey, over 6,000 miles in length. Massive tectonic movements have buckled the Earth's crust, giving the dramatic scenery which is characteristic of Tanzania.
Here in the spectacular region of Lake Eyasi in Tanzania, some of the most important clues to the evolution of our species have been uncovered. This is the Olduvai Gorge, which for millions of years has borne silent witness to the changing fortunes of humankind. But it's only in the last century that we've really started to piece together the clues the gorge has to offer. Skull fragments, stone tools and other fossils have revolutionized the way we think about our origins. For me, the most intriguing of these clues are a set of footprints left here in volcanic ash over 3.5 million years ago. In a way, all of our footprints can be traced back to that ancient trail, but of course we haven't all walked in the same direction. These footprints belong to a people who've taken a totally different path, the Hadza.
Numbering less than 1,000 people, they inhabit the lands around Lake Eyasi, an area of 1,000 square miles. The Hadza are one of the few tribes of true hunter-gatherers left in the world. In this semi-arid bushland, the bulk of their food is obtained by collecting berries, roots, and honey from wild bees. But the most prized food source is meat, and the Hadza love to hunt. They see Dik-Dik. They give thanks for their kill. For thousands of years, the Hadza have lived in harmony with their environment, taking from it only what they need. If a man kills a small animal like this Dik-Dik, he will share it with the people he happens to be with at the time. If he kills a large animal like a buffalo, then the Hadza will up camp and move to the kill. It's easier. The Hadza have no chiefs or headmen, and this allows for a high degree of mobility. Anyone can live, hunt and gather wherever he or she chooses.
Rock outcrops like this are called kekatetehe, and they're important places for the Hadza, enabling them to look out for wild game and approaching strangers. This one is particularly important because it's also the burial site of a man called Washima, who's remembered as being a great hunter and the father of many children. And the land round here is the perfect place to build your house, or as the Hadza call it, etako.
The women are strong, independent and highly skilled. They have to be. They build the huts. And although they marry and have children, they are in control of their own lives. They intertwine branches to make a beehive-shaped frame, which is covered with grass. The whole process only takes about 2 hours. The Hadza live in small nomadic groups and have hardly any possessions. They move camp every few weeks for a number of reasons: death or illness, a shortage of water, to avoid the build-up of vermin, or just the feeling that living in one place for too long is bad.
She's also told me that this fireplace isn't just for cooking, it's for protection, helping to keep out any dangerous animals. This is the village of Sonola, and like most Hadza villages, there's a tremendous sense of togetherness here. The people enjoy each other's company, spend a lot of time together, sharing their possessions and their food willingly. While the men take care of hunting matters, the women spend a lot of time collecting and preparing food. Although chores often simply become social events. The children here experience almost unlimited freedom, although by necessity they have to become extremely self-reliant.
They begin to forage from an early age, learning which berries and roots are good to eat.
Ayako, boko ako pakapa ako. Fundesha itachana oranaku. Isu tisi so tsaita masarako. So abamichi chitasha kadziko kweso bami chitasha. Kweso koo isu chiya. Kwe kwani akwiti inakwi eko tsapare ikuchi.
From the age of 2, boys start to practice on butterflies and insects, gradually becoming more adept and competing with each other around the camp. By 10, they're shooting a fair amount of meat, such as birds, small mammals, and reptiles.
Siminiko, ngobabe, pamoja, and ekwa. Ashungu. Limibii, kadzikuicha, kakachana, isito tamanako, isidzata, bamiya mupumudziko icha limibii.
Since the 1920s, there have been several attempts to encourage the Hadza to live in permanent settlements and become farm labourers. These attempts failed as the majority of the Hadza prefer to return to the bush and continue their traditional lifestyle, which benefits them with a diet that is varied and nutritious. While they sometimes experience hunger, they have never known famine. This is a typical Hadza meal. The women will share the food amongst everybody. They chew the root to soften it before giving it to the youngest children. The Hadza are joyful people and like to dance. They'll dance if there's food, they'll dance if they're hungry. They'll dance if there's a sickness or there's good fortune. It bonds them together, and they will walk for miles to join the dance. They're resourceful and adaptable. Loving colour, they use whatever's available for decoration, even bits of old plastic.